But that last situation we just played from Mook around the Rare Breeze card, and this upcoming situation I'm going to talk about for the first time on camera about JC, it still loans to the overall point that I want to show. When people be in these interviews talking about just don't put your hands on my plate, just don't make yourself a part of my business, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Because once again, I just see that the pot continues to call the kettle black time and time again. So if you followed me over the years, and if you tuned into my interviews over the years, you know at least 50% of my interviews over like the last 2 or 3 years, maybe 4 years, I always get asked about JC.
This is the segment. I'm gonna throw some names out, and you can say yes, no. JC.
The main reason that I get asked about JC is because the entire battle rap world watched JC and RBE create classic moments and classic battles extending across several years.
I told ARP the body didn't matter as long as the casket was the size any cat could fit in, but due to Adi giving birth, he called Wasai. Some old young nigga from last division. I'm like, hold it, my nigga, because I'm not an emotional nigga. But I hate catching feelings, but never mind. The irony of fly nigga playing. Hi, Jack, I'm on. Knife grip. I can tell that war shit, not for you. But fuck that, we stopping through, and the first stop is you real quick. Stop and shoot, tell them bring me the body too with the top removed. They like, what that mean? I said, soon as you ID, coop, I'ma stop for a minute. If you not listening, it sounds like I got a stutter problem, didn't it? I said as soon as you ID, coop, roof. You know, exactly. I'm me everywhere. You gotta acknowledge that. I polish that. If I don't got the strap, my son on top of the arm like a Rasheed Wallace tag. That if I don't got the strap, my son on top of the arm like a Rasheed Wallace. All that gore or get him dragged like Rodman back. I mean, niggas. I've been running over Cannon since Mario. Even then, none of your bombs hit him. Time's ticking. You put my name in a round, I put yours on one. We respond different. You show up. You put my name in a round, I put yours on one. We respond different. You show up to squash the beef. I show up 1,000 deep. We respond different.
That's one. JC 2-1. What you got? Jeff Burton 2-1.
Y'all see why I don't debate with these niggas? It's not worth it. Niggas will still criticize the form if the shot perfect. You see why I don't debate with these niggas? Why? It's not worth it. Niggas will still criticize the form if the shot perfect. It's just different levels in what we do. Ain't no explaining how. You train hard for this one, didn't you? Bitch, I'm training now. See, he put in work, but that shit was seasonal help.
And of course, if you look at the views of those videos, the entire battle rap culture is aware. Every company is aware. These guys watch every blog, every interview, every post that I put up. Who are we kidding? But if we just stick to this JC content, you saw 250,000 here, 500 plus here, 400 plus there, 600 plus there. Some of these battles are classics. JC versus Cannon, JC versus Mr. Mills, JC versus Craig Lamar's got quotables that go into other battles and was Battle of the Year contender. You know, this was a guy that was shit on and cast away in battle rap. Everybody knows this. Like, there's public documents of the shit. We got them all the clips, all the interviews. The man was just kind of cast out. But the RBE formula in club drum and our matchup style and catering to the bar heavy guys and the mid-tier class. By the way, people were told that that's why Born Legacy was created. But anyway, that whole mid-tier wave of bar heavy guys like a Chilla Jones and a JC or Moneybags or these type of people getting their respect in that type of environment in a smaller room and pushing that hashtag small room. You know, the validation series, we did like 5 or 6 of those events, stuff like that. JC was able to thrive. Now, don't get it twisted. You can't take nothing from JC. He's a very talented guy. I'm pretty sure that once he was in the right opportunity, he was going to thrive regardless. But like any battler that has talent, they need to be given that opportunity. So the platform and the battler comes together to make this type of magic, to create these type of situations. As we see in battle rap, one really does need the other. There's a lot of classic battles where battlers have called me and they've asked me, yo, can you set this up? But there's a lot of ideas that I brought to the table. Cassidy and Hitman, for example, neither one of them was thinking about that shit. It was just like, yo, let's do this. And it turns out to be one of the biggest main events in battle rap history, right? That's the way you have to apply your creativity and your thoughts and your matchups and your cards, all these type of formulas to somebody like JC at that point in his career. And it worked. It worked for RBE. It worked for JC. It worked for all the fans. But then we get to this point right here.
I gotta understand, on my right, we brought a battle rap legend to New York, to RBE, to Club Drum. All right? One thing that we are not gonna do is keep this shit non-neutral, please. This is 100% neutral. We're gonna show both of these brothers some love. Once again, this is a legend to my right that came all the way from the West Coast to show us love and put on. Make some noise for Ilmac, y'all. What's up? All right, but there's 2 people on this stage. And to my left, it's a young man. And to my left, oh, you know, nigga, you know, nigga. Nah, I ain't gonna do it, I ain't gonna do it. To my left, I'm proud to say it's somebody that was a part of helping to build RBE since 2014. Day one guy that we always put on with and always brought classic performances to this stage. Always showed us back the love and respect that we deserve. And we always gonna keep it that way and reciprocate on this side. And I think you know that about us, my nigga. So congratulations, that's right, that's the new pound. So congratulations to you on your 2017. You in the runnings, my man. Let's keep this shit moving like we supposed to. Make some noise for JC, y'all, what's up?
Now, if you're one of the 300,000 plus people that watched that video, you have no clue what that moment is about. I never said it publicly until now. Let me break down why that intro was like that. I gave Ilmac his intro out of respect, out of him debuting over here and coming to New York. Obviously, by that point, JC was looked at as an RBE battler. This was his home platform. This was his home league. He's got interviews and trailers saying that type of stuff. It's on the channel. It's all there to be seen. So I wanted to make sure that Ilmac was respected. Don't come into drama and be biased towards JC because at that point he's looked at like an RBE guy. Make sure that Ilmac gets his respect. But the other part of that intro, as you see, it's a little weird. It's a little awkward. What was I alluding to? Even before we talk about what I was alluding to, if you notice, JC, he starts to cut me off for a second. Yeah, right? And right after he does that, I say, nah, don't worry. I'm not going there. It's an awkward moment. And unless I tell you, nobody would know what that means. JC and Ilmac almost did not happen. I have these screenshots of being told that JC was being pressured to not battle that weekend. Allegedly, because he had another battle the following week. 2, 3, 4 years or whatever building on RBE and getting hot and putting up hundreds of thousands of views and 500,000 view battles and 600, all these type of crazy matchups and classics. When you come back and you say, yo, rock with me now, right? Is that not putting your hand in somebody else's plate when the man got trailers saying RBE is my home?
Well, like with ARP, one thing I do know is like he says you can go anywhere you want at the end of the day.
The contract is more so, it's supporting the battler to do your thing, but just be 100 with me. Let me know what you're doing, so our shit could, if our shit set in stone and we got something going on, don't break that shit because somebody, like, let's get this shit done.
Gotcha.
Do what you're supposed to do, which is, that's how it's supposed to be, period. But for somebody to have to put a fucking contract out there like that for some grown ass men, it's crazy.
I said plenty of times earlier when we were talking about some of these battlers that who cares? It doesn't matter where you battle first. It doesn't matter where you got hot either. We've seen that really happen in battle rap a million times. It's not supposed to matter. But nah, we're not doing that. We're not acting like everybody's just coming to you and saying, hey, give me your hot battlers. It's a lot of times where it's opposite. Mac Myron. This is a guy that